Hi everybody, welcome. Let's continue with the series that we are doing on entrepreneur reality. This show is called Entrepreneur Reality Show, and your guest, your speaker today is Moremi Nelson. Welcome. We have looked into this big word called entrepreneur, and we have all agreed that it's indeed a big word. But anyway, with the different insight that we're getting into it, we're appreciating that great people are called by great names. So entrepreneurs are great people. We looked into three things that every entrepreneur has. Number one, we said he needs information. Number two, he needs to be a person of service. And number three, we said he needs to be a person of balance. Balance brings power. People who are balanced are powerful. We'll touch on that a little bit more as we continue. Fine. Information. Information brings illumination. Anyone who is illuminated by information is a powerful person. Therefore, don't play with people with information. Entrepreneurs, I want to salute you this day because I know that the information that you have is able to radically change every situation of limitation. Today we are going to look at another three elements that every entrepreneur has to address. Why do we want to touch? I know we've been talking of 333. 3 is a great number, and somehow a lot of the series that I'm doing operates in threes. 3 is also a very easy. I mean, when you're learning ABCD, you say what? A, B, C. Okay, we add D. ABC, 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 and then we add a D here and there. So we want to build up on the foundation of what we talked about called information. Information, we said, is power. Anyone who has information dictates. Anyone who has pre-information is always advantaged, and that is what entrepreneurs do. They are always advantaged. When you come into the marketplace and you have information, tell me what will happen to your competition. You'll be able to trample them underfoot. And with that, let me slightly detour and say that unemployment from the eyes of entrepreneurship becomes a myth. There is nothing like unemployment. I don't want to say they are lazy people. I don't want to say they are people who are just waiting for handouts from someone else out there. No, I believe there are people who are lacking information. Because these people have skill. These people are educated. These people are graduates. Others have different forms of experience in one place or another. But because they are not formally engaged, then they think that they cannot be able to produce. That's why we say in Entrepreneur Reality Show that unemployment is a great myth, and a myth that we need to destroy by bringing information to everybody who is unemployed or who has been condemned in that prison cell called unemployment. And we want to tell you that we are here to give you a solution, and one that will cause you to arise, shake off the dust of unemployment from yourself, shake off that mindset and that mentality, and start producing profit that will help you to thrive and to have a better living every day of your life. Today, we want to look at three areas where every entrepreneur has got to come in and address in one way or another. And once you're able to see these three areas, you'll also be able to use that information and to triumph in every situation. Earlier on, I know in a previous series, we have been able to tackle the whole thought that entrepreneurs are not just risk takers. I know we call them risk takers because they go into territories no one else has gone. And for lack of a better word, we say they take risks. If anything, they are illuminated by some information they have. Therefore, they take calculated risks, not blind risk. A blind risk is dangerous. It's like jumping from 10 floors up all the way to the ground. That is risky. Oops, you don't know whether you're going to come out with all your bones intact. That is a great risk. Therefore, entrepreneurs take calculated, informed risks. So number one today, or rather, let's put it this way. We're going to look at three areas where every entrepreneur, when he's able to master these three areas, he will always be able to come up with an idea, with a solution, and to thrive. Three things every day. And three things anyway that even cause people to end up in poverty. Number one, lack of information. Lack of information will always bring you to a prison, a place of limitation. Once you lack information, you are limited in what you do. Therefore, we'll say you're basically in a prison state. And a prison is dangerous. It means that you cannot go anywhere you want. You are limited in terms of what you do, your decisions and your movement, everything. There's limitation all around. Therefore, when you have limited information, you end up being a person in prison. Number two, a person or an entrepreneur will also need the second thing, which is called what? He'll be able to see opportunities. He needs to have sight. Because when you have sight, you'll be able to tell when an opportunity is rising up and you'll be able to take advantage of it. And number three, he needs to have a renewed mindset. When the first two are in place, he has information which breaks every limitation. He has information that gives him sight. Then his mindset becomes liberated. He's able to think fresh. He's able to think hope. He's able to think progress and profit. He's able to run with conviction and determination. He's able to make commitment onto a course that he takes up. Why? Because the first two are already sorted out. He's not limited. He's not in a prison. He has sight. He has seen what no one else is seeing. Therefore, his mindset changes and is able to run and run that you cannot be able to outwit him. How does he get to break down these areas? How is he able to notice a prison? How is he able to notice to notice opportunities around and about him? And how is he able to commit with conviction, with hope, with faith, with belief that he has to commit onto a certain way? We shall tackle that in our next talk very shortly.